In the previous video, we talked about how easy it has gotten to do Arduino projects now that we have libraries and example code out there. And there's also just a ton of tutorials that people have out there, and they actually provide the code for it that you can upload onto your microprocessor. You need to know some basics of coding. And in the last video, I showed a tutorial series that'll get you down that road. But you need to know some basics of coding just so that you understand kind of what's going on and you can do the basic things that you need to do even in the examples. So anyway, this video is just, we're going to step through very quickly and show you how you can turn an LED on and off from a web page. You could actually do it from your office or something like that. You could turn on an LED, or you can turn on a relay so that you could turn on a pump or a light or something like that remotely, and it's super easy. Okay, so here we are in the Arduino IDE. We go up to the upper left corner to File, click that, and then just go down to Examples. And we're going to scroll down to this Wi-Fi right here. Now, I don't know if I loaded these examples in here, but again, those tutorials will show you how to do all of this. You go up here to the Simple Wi-Fi Server, and we're going to click that. And it's going to open that in a new window, as you can see, and I'm going to maximize that for us. Okay, so now it just says a simple web server that lets you blink an LED via the web. This sketch will print the IP address on your Wi-Fi shield. Now it says a Wi-Fi shield because it's thinking Arduino and you would have a shield on there, but an ESP32, which is what we're using, has that built in. So we're not actually using a shield. So it'll print the IP address to the serial monitor. From there, you can open the address in a web browser to turn on and off the LED on pin 5. Okay, so if we scroll down here into the code, it says the circuit, you need a Wi-Fi shield attached, which we don't need that because the ESP32 has Wi-Fi built in. And then it says an LED attached to pin 5. All right, so I've just got a green LED. The negative side is attached to ground right there. And then the positive side is attached through a resistor to pin 5. Now, we have an LED hooked up to this, but you could just as easily replace this LED with a relay, such as this one. These cost about $1, and then you could power anything up to 10 amps off of here. So you could power a pump or a light or whatever it is that you wanted to activate remotely. As you can see, we have an LED attached to pin 5, and we could also, instead of an LED, we could have attached a relay. The one thing we have to do to this code is to put in here, you notice right here it says the SSID and the password for your network, like for your Wi-Fi network. Like, in other words, when somebody comes to your house and they want to know the password to your Wi-Fi at the house, that's what you're going to put in here. So give me just a second. I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm actually going to scroll it up so that you can't see it because I don't want to put my Wi-Fi username and password out there. Okay, so now we have the username and password in. It's just up a little bit from there. Okay, so now the only thing we have to do is upload it. Now, the first button just compiles the code and makes sure that there's not any errors, but we're not going to do that. We're going to move just one over to upload, and this will compile it and then upload it. So we're going to click that, and you see a window opens down here. It says it's compiling the sketch. All right, so now you can see it's finished compiling and it's uploading the sketch. And it is now complete. Now, the one thing we do need to look at right here is you can see it says serial begin, and it says 115-200. We're going to need that information because we're going to go over here to the upper right corner now and see where it says serial monitor right there. We're going to click that serial monitor, and it's going to open the serial monitor. Now, we want to go over here and make sure that the baud rate is set correctly, 115-200. You see it set right there? Okay, we want that to be set right. A lot of times this is set to 9600. And if it's set wrong, it's not going to be able to read what your microcontroller is telling it. So now we're going to reset the microcontroller. So in order to reset this on the ESP32, we're going to hit this EN button. We click that. And you see it's connecting to the Wi-Fi. And here is our IP address. Now, I've blurred out the last part of it because I don't want to put that out there on the internet. But that's what we need in order to access the web server that is now set up on our little microcontroller and turn our LED on and off. Here is a new window. We just go up here and we type in that IP address that it just showed us. There's our IP address, and we hit enter. And immediately it shows us this. It says click here to turn on the LED on pin 5. And so I click that, it goes on, and now I click here and it goes off. That's all going through Wi-Fi. All right, now let's try it on the phone. All right, so here it is on my phone. I'm gonna try to make it bigger, kind of obnoxious on a phone. Now, you can make these websites, you can design them however you want, but so I'm gonna click here to turn it on, and you can see it came on and it shrinks back down. And then I go here and click to turn it off, and it turns it off. Okay, so that was just a quick example of how this wasn't intended to show you how to do this actual project. It was just intended to show you how easily you can actually do some things that are useful with an Arduino or an ESP32 like this one. If you were interested in this particular one, there are other tutorials out there, and they actually, most tutorials now, they provide you with the code that you need to actually put into the Arduino IDE and then upload to this, and the buttons on there, like for your phone app, it'll actually have usable buttons and that type of stuff. So anyway, I hope this was encouraging to you. Thank you for watching.